Every now and then I get asked different photography questions to the point where I wanted to make either a weekly or monthly series answering some of the most frequently asked questions. And one question that I wanted to tackle in today's Q&A video is going to be one of the most asked questions I got asked this past year when it happened, which is actually who shot my wedding, mine and Ashley's wedding. Because if you didn't know, I actually got married this past October 14th to my wife after 16 and a half years on her birthday. And a lot of you guys were wondering who shot the wedding. So I did want to answer that right after I talk about today's sponsor, which is going to be Adorama. Adorama is an industry-leading retailer that has been serving photography, videography, and audio customers for almost 50 years now. And their motto is everyone is a creator, and they do their best to unleash that creator within us all by providing us with the tools and expertise necessary to get the job done. I personally shop at Adorama for both the great deals on products I use and recommend, but also the great customer service on those products as well. If you find yourself interested in anything I talk about in today's video, check the links that will be in the description area below and be sure to use those links if you decide to order. To answer this video's title and the question you guys have been asking me since it happened is, and it's going to be a surprise to most of you guys out there, but we actually hired nobody for our wedding. It was only set up in 3 weeks. Ashley set up everything in 3 weeks. So it was a very small, intimate wedding, and it was not enough of a time frame for us to hire a professional wedding photographer. The total that our wedding cost was about $4,500, and that was something that we were both happy with. And even if we did have a bigger budget, we felt like the photography part wasn't the most crucial part of the day. I know that seems a little touchy considering I'm a photographer, but we felt like what was most important that day was our families coming together, because there have been many times over the past couple of years where we felt like getting married and it would have benefited us both, because Ashley's mom's no longer with us and my dad's no longer with us. And we felt like, you know what, we just need it to happen so that we can celebrate this with our families. So us celebrating that moment in our lives with our families was most important to both of us, because family means a lot to both of us. The wedding itself was actually held in Ashley's aunt's backyard, and both of our families came together to both clean and organize, brainstorm different ideas for the wedding, set up decorations, and basically what ended up happening was our family becoming stronger together for our wedding. And the end result was not just something that was from Ashley's planning or my planning, but from both of our families coming together and creating it. So we were more than happy with the end result of our wedding, especially considering how fast everything was planned, because it was just 3 weeks. When it came to the actual photography that day on the wedding, it came down to 2 different people that we didn't hire, but we asked favors from, which was Ashley's cousin, Audrey, and my nephew, Ryan. So I gave Ryan and Audrey cameras, and they did have a little bit of direction for them, and then they took the pictures, and we were more than happy with the results. So it ended up working pretty fine. I did make sure to give them cameras that could handle different kind of high ISO levels. So I gave them the A7R Mark III with the Canon 24-105 f4. That was Audrey's camera. And Ryan's camera was the Sony A7 III with the Tamron 35 f2 to 2.8. And I think I left the camera settings on shutter priority because I didn't want to have any sort of motion blur. So I was fine with a high ISO, and the camera would default to wide apertures with those different settings. So I think the limit that I put on the camera was 200th or 160th of a second shutter speed. So I was pretty sure that they would do fine and no motion blur would happen. Ryan and Audrey helped out with the day portion of the wedding in terms of photography. And when it came to later in the evening, when it was a little bit more difficult to shoot, we actually had 2 of our very best friends, Sucha and Nora of Sucha Photography from Corpus. They actually attended the wedding, and they were more than happy to help us out with the photography in the evening. I do want to make a note that they were using the same limited gear that I gave Ryan and Audrey, but the same gear that was used for the day is going to be very different for the nighttime. So I do want to make a note that we're using my limited gear rather than their usual stuff, which creates better results because it's, you know, more fine-tuned. But I do want to show one image on the screen right here that was taken with, I believe, 2 iPhone flashlights. But if you guys are interested to see how their work usually looks like and their normal stuff, then I will throw a link to their Instagram on the screen right now, as well as in the description area below. Like I said before, I have no regrets about how the wedding came together, and it would have been nice to hire a professional wedding photographer for that day. But what ended up happening as a result of not hiring one was something that I think ended up being better for at least me, because I really like when very important people in our lives do very big things for our lives, and having Ryan, even though it might seem funny to most of you guys out there, but having Ryan, my nephew, take some very important pictures for me, and having some of our very good friends take some good pictures of us as well, that meant more to me than hiring somebody else that was a stranger and taking maybe better photos for us. So I have no regrets hiring who we hired, or not hiring who we hired, but asking those important people in our lives to take those pictures. So I was happy with that. The wedding itself was more important to us, and everything came together nicely. And the wedding itself was more about our families coming together and me being able to finally call Ashley my wife. So it was a win-win for everyone. It definitely wasn't conventional, and I think that's why I really liked it, because I've always been a bit of a black sheep in terms of what I like, and everything came together a little bit of a chaotic mess, and I really liked that. But that's pretty much it for this video and that question. If you guys have any other questions about anything else about the wedding and different things that I might have maybe skipped or not thought to go over, then let me know what those questions are in the comment section below, and I'll reply as soon as possible. If you guys do want to see more images from the wedding itself, then let me know by liking this video and dropping a comment saying that you want to see the pictures from our wedding. And if enough of you guys want to see the pictures, then I'll post them somewhere publicly online. I do want to make another Q&A video, so if you guys have any questions about my photography or anything else that isn't too weird, then drop those questions in the comments below, and I'll answer those questions in a future Q&A video. I just want to say one last thanks to Autorama for sponsoring this video, because when they do that, it allows me to keep making free content for you guys, so definitely check them out. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the very next video.